The Kingdom Hearts games have made themselves home to many colorful characters, but there's still a lot more to be brought into the fold. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our list for the top 10 characters that need to be in Kingdom Hearts. For this list, we're taking a look at the characters owned by Disney and Square-Enix that we feel most deserve a spot in future Kingdom Hearts titles. Naturally, we'll be excluding characters that have already made proper appearances in Kingdom Hearts games, like, I don't know, Vivi the Black Mage, who is in Kingdom Hearts 2. Number 10, Frog, Chrono Trigger. A medieval knight who is also an anthropomorphic frog, named Frog. We'll say this, there's no one quite like him. Encountered in 600 AD during the events of Chrono Trigger's Middle Ages timeline, Frog quickly proves himself a loyal and stalwart companion through his excellent swordsmanship that contrasts with his extreme distaste for violence. He almost feels like a character out of a Disney cartoon, and therefore would be a perfect match for Kingdom Hearts Disney/JRPG setting. Hell, he might even get along real well with Donald and Goofy, while still relating very closely to Sora.
We didn't know we were borrowing somebody as important as a family guardian.
Number 9, Milo James Thatch, Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Every party needs a dreamer and an explorer, and Milo Thatch is a bit of both worlds. Being called upon to guide an expedition to the lost city of Atlantis, Thatch is notable in his status as a non-combatant. His areas of study are linguistics and cartography, not fighting. Milo's presence in Kingdom Hearts would therefore be useful not only introducing Atlantis as a potential setting, but in exploring how outsiders might deal with the series' signature fantasy violence.
You're wiping out an entire civilization, but hey, you'll be rich.
Plus, his tendency towards awkward conversations and amusingly dorky moments is hard to ignore.
With this thing, I can see the whole city in no time at all. Wonder how fast it goes.
Number 8, Officer Judy Hopps, Zootopia.
You ready to make the world a better place?
She's confident, she's dutiful, and she's got a bounce in her step. There's no doubt that Officer Judy Hopps is compelling and endearing from the moment she makes her first appearance.
I can make the world a better place. I am going to be a police officer!
Judy's sincere idealism is infectious, making her a good fit with the Kingdom Hearts series' compassionate heroes. Additionally, her status as the first rabbit cop in Zootopia opens the door for exploration of themes of prejudice and social progress, adding depth and powerful emotions into the fold.
I was ignorant and irresponsible and small-minded.
Charming and inspiring in equal measure, Judy Hopps is a hero who deserves her day in the limelight.
Congratulations, Officer Hopps. I won't let you down. This has been my dream since I was a kid.
Number 7, SpiderMan, Marvel Comics. Given that Disney basically owns the entirety of our childhood and most of nerd culture in general, it now makes sense for our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to make an appearance in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, do we really need to explain why this would be awesome? Imagine Spider-Man dropping one-liners about Disney villains and Donald Duck. Granted, we could have picked basically anyone from Marvel, but Spider-Man's sense of humor and lighter tone makes him the perfect fit for Square-Enix's colorful action RPG. We're sure he wasn't in Kingdom Hearts 2, right? Okay, good.
How come we can never meet under friendlier circumstances? Like at the library or a deli?
Number 6, Bing Bong, Inside Out.
Who's your friend who likes to play?
Bing bong, bing bong.
His rocket makes you yell hooray. Bing bong, bing bong.
Honestly, in a game that hinges upon letting your imagination run wild to create scenarios you could only experience in your wildest dreams, who would be better suited to appear than the ultimate imaginary friend? Also, since Bing Bong appears in a movie that touches upon themes of emotional distress, he'd be the perfect foil to the Heartless Legions. And if we're being honest, we'd just like to see him again so we could get over the ultra-sad feels that we were left with after his tearful goodbye in the film.
Take her to the moon for me, okay?
Number 5, Darth Vader, Star Wars series.
Impressive. Most impressive.
While we're not lacking in love for the droid companion BB-8, the inherent appeal of one of fiction's greatest villains is impossible to ignore.
No, I am your father.
First and foremost, Darth Vader's mastery of lightsaber combat and terrifying command of the Force would make for one hell of a boss battle. On top of that, Vader brings with him a winning combination of genuine menace, robotic detachment, and internalized emotional turmoil that could contrast nicely with Sora and company. In short, Vader showing up in Kingdom Hearts would constitute major success on multiple fronts.
Luke, it is your destiny.
Number 4, Elsa, Frozen.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Very loosely based on the Snow Queen fairy tale, Queen Elsa is truly an inspirational and sympathetic character in her own right. Her parents raised her to hide her ability to manipulate snow and ice, leading to later issues of resentment that caused a full-fledged emotional breakdown.
What are you so afraid of? I said enough!
However, from that point onward, Elsa transformed into a self-motivated and confident leader whose understated empathy was matched by a marvelous command of ice magic. Having a person on hand who balances leadership with the means of wielding supernatural powers is never a bad idea, especially when it's someone so likable.
What is that amazing smell? Chocolate.
Number 3, Buzz Lightyear, Toy Story series.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
To infinity and beyond, as the saying goes. So much can be said in Buzz Lightyear's favor, from his retro-themed spacesuit design to the heartbreaking nature of his character's story arc in 1995's Toy Story. Buzz's shift from delusional toy to self-aware and genuinely noble ally is powerful beyond words, feeling appropriate for a series whose narratives often provoke intense emotional reactions.
Woody! Thanks.
Additionally, Buzz's inclusion could be used to introduce more science fiction-themed content, to say nothing of getting to witness his usage of an arm laser and surprisingly fluid acrobatics in action. Number 2, The Four Bros, Final Fantasy 15.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
New to the world they may be, but they're no less valuable as guests. In Final Fantasy 15, players are tasked with guiding the young Prince Noctis and his 3 bros to a pivotal political wedding. Their main appeal lies in the clash between personalities. Noctis is an awkward kid aiming to be cool, Gladiolus is the quintessential tough guy, Ignis is a young genius, and Prompto is a clumsy gunslinger.
You okay?
We are now.
Spoke too soon.
Having these lovely lads show up and fight heartless while partaking in their quirky banter would be refreshing and delightfully silly, to say the least. Number 1, Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph.
Sure must be nice being the good guy.
He's not a bad guy, he just plays one. Despite being designed as the villain in a fictional arcade game, Ralph is reluctant in his role. He much prefers being decent to others and yearns to be seen as a hero.
I see Felix up there, getting patted on the back. People giving him pie.
The idea of seeking to better oneself and avert destiny lines up beautifully with the themes and storylines of past Kingdom Hearts games, meaning Ralph is in good company. Then there's Ralph's bulky physique and his primary means of attack, smashing things with his massive fists, which would fit well with battles against the unceasing heartless hordes. So, do you agree with our list? What other characters do you feel need to be in Kingdom Hearts games?
Lara Croft. Name.
For more heartfelt top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster.
Well, that was a disaster.